Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Make some motherfucking noise!
Ain't nothing but so good. Street that in the house. Mr. Structure, watch your mouth. C-E-R-C and go to the
I like my hoes, never home, always in the street hoeing. Things in the state with their ass cheeks showing. Looking fly with the hammer nails, run up in that coupe. None of them like to run up in on. Like the big booty hoes, cute faces. Let nigga hit it on the first day basis. Niggas fake bitch kick game straight. X no down with the diamond name place on. On the path of sex with diamonds glaring. Keep a nigga staring when you're wearing down a Karen. Or skipping shit to keep a nigga looking at you. In the bunk sex, you can show off your tattoo. Even if you're a max true player, she ain't
Yo, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? It's that day. It's that day. It's that day. It is that day. It's great to be a Miami Hurricane. 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 Oh, baby, it's that day. Yes, it is. Give me a round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, listen. You guys don't understand. A long time waiting. This has been a long time waiting. Today is the day our University of Miami Hurricanes go against the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Get Back Bowl in Texas. This is the day we get revenge for them robbing us of our national championship. This is the day we smoke they ass like they stole something. This is the day that Reuben Baines get 5 sacks, Mesidor get 3. This is the day that JoJo goes off. JoJo goes off. It's a coming out party for JoJo. He's going to go completely off. This is the day, people. This is the day you just don't understand. This is the day that our offense scored more points than they've ever scored all year. This is the day Mario Cristobal wins 2 playoff games. This is the day that we get these people back. We get these people back. We have to get these people back. This is the day that all the Florida State and all the Florida Gators, Seminoles fans and all them will be sitting there sick as a dog because they are praying that we lose. This is the day that the Canes go up into Texas in the Cotton Bowl like we did years ago when Randall Hill ran through the tunnel. And took his helmet off and stood up there like this. Where's Randall Hill? Somebody call him. I need to get Randall Hill on this show right here. This is the day that, boy, do you remember? Do you remember when Randall Hill went into the Cotton Bowl? We were playing against Texas, ran through the entire tunnel, took his shit off, did like this and say, we here. Then Randall Hill went on and have a brief NFL career, and then he ended up being the police. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you all to the Uncle Luke Show podcast. We do this thing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Today is a special day. I can't go on at 5 p.m. because we're normally on at 5 o'clock, and then we do rebroadcasts throughout the day and throughout the night. So people like Andy Slater be like, man, you come on all times. No, we're normally live at 5. But today we're live at 3. And because I have a lot of things to do, I'm sorry. I got to get ready for the Hurricanes. You see, I got my gear on. See, but I won't have this on because I'll be doing a lot of changing. You know, I have my favorite Hurricane hat that I put on my green with my good luck green hat. I put it on and I get in my favorite seat in the house and I sit there and I post up and I look at the game, and then sometimes I'll stay into the half and then sometimes I'll leave, and go to my good friend Amando's at Aficionados, his cigar bar. But I'm just saying, people, this is a big day. We got a big show. Shouts out to everybody who's on Twitter, everybody who's on my Facebook, Uncle Luke Real One on Twitter, Uncle Luke Real One on Instagram. On Instagram, unfortunately, you guys cannot. I don't see your comments on Instagram, but I need all y'all right now to like, share, and subscribe this show because it's going to be big. We got a lot of people coming on this bad boy today. We got some former Hurricanes coming on. We got my good friend Nevin Shapiro, the guys coming on from the Nevin Shapiro show. I got Hurley Brown supposed to check in. We got D-Love checking in from Baltimore, Maryland. I don't know where she at all over the world. We got Streeter supposed to check in. He's up there at Texas with his credentials and everything. This is a big show today. This is a Hurricane show, people. I'm just saying. That's what it's all about. If you ain't about the U, then this is the wrong place for you to be. All you Ohio State Buckeye people, y'all just get ready to get yourself put in the buck. Ohio State, just get yourself ready to get put in the buck. If you understand those terminologies, I don't know, that might be just a South Florida thing. Hey, everybody in the chat, put your U's up. I need you to put your U's up in the chat because I need you to represent. Let me know you represent the crib. Let me know you represent the crib. Hey, I understand. Oklahoma, you're not in this. This is not your thing. There you go. We got the U's in the chat, baby. This is gonna be a big show. I got a lot of things to talk about. You know, hey, look, we're gonna obviously majority of the show is gonna be about the University of Miami. What's up, Gregory Harris? Is that Pastor Harris? Is that Pastor Harris? Is that Pastor Harris over there at Opelika at the church? Is that my man Heavy? Coach Heavy. Coach Heavy. No, but this is gonna be a big show. What up, D Mitch? D Mitch, that's my guy. D Mitch diehard came. D Mitch, am I invited to the garage? Am I invited to the garage, D Mitch? Am I invited to the garage, D Mitch? This thing gonna be good. There you go. That's my man Gregory Harris, Coach Heavy. He has a charter school. Get ready to happen. Put it in the chat. The name of the charter school, Coach Heavy, where it's at, and I'll put it up on here. But I'm just saying, we got a big show today. This is a Hurricane show. I don't understand. All my Hurricane fans over there in the chat, boy, they putting up the U's all over the place. You see how we do this thing. This thing gonna be off the chain. I'm telling you. This is a big day. Everybody keep asking me, like, Luke, why didn't you go to the game? Why didn't you go to the game last week? Why didn't you go to the game this week? I say, look here, man. I'm going to the game next week. I already got the Airbnb with a pool and everything. I have an Airbnb. Then I have a friend who has a house out there. She said I could take a house anytime, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that because I might have a whole bunch of friends in the house. But it's gonna be good. So I'm going to the game before the big game. This is how this thing gonna go down, people. This 9-point spread, I don't understand. I don't understand where they got that from. But I guess this Vegas. And speaking of fucking Vegas, there go my main man. There go my main man. There go my main man right there. What's up, Devin Shapiro? How you feeling, my brother?
Awesome, man. It took me 23 years to get back here. I had to go do a full prison bid to get back into these playoffs. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Say a whole prison bed. This man's hey Nevin, how you feel? This got to be a big day for you, Nevin.
It's revelation, Luke. It's revelation, man. It couldn't have happened against a finer squad, man, than the team we're about to play today. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
I already know, man. I see you back there. You got the palm trees. Obviously, you are not in Dallas with them kind of palm trees.
Nah, I had honestly, Luke. I had my dad had a little bit of a medical situation. I had to stay home and be near, but he's good. But just timing wasn't good, so I'm here. But I'm on that next ride with you, man. I'll see you. I'll see you in Fulton County.
Hey, you already know. You already know. Let me tell you.
Yep.
Let me tell you, man. Hey, man. First of all, I'm happy that you're able to come on. This is a beautiful thing. It's a great thing, man. I look at your podcast all the time. You guys do an excellent job over there at the Nevin Shapiro Show. People, if you have not seen the Nevin Shapiro Show, you got to go over there. Yeah, Nevin and the boys be laid back. They got Willis McGahee on there, and my good friend Andy, right? Andy
Hernandez, yeah.
Andy Hernandez chilling.
Yeah.
If them boys know more UM football than we could ever imagine.
I think you know some of our insiders, Luke. I think you know some of our insiders.
you already know.
I know.
You already know. Hey, Nevin. So let me ask you, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. This game today, I mean, just like you said, you alluded to it earlier. You said it couldn't be a better game. It couldn't be a better setup. I mean, yeah, we played. Yeah, these people, Ohio State sitting there. Yeah, Texas A&M fine, but to be able to get Ohio State back, is that like a
man, it's written. It was preordained, man. Listen, I've been reading a lot of the comments, and these are some nasty people, man. Right? They are. You cheer for your fan base, and we do it for ours, right? They do it for theirs. That's what it is, right? That's what a fan is. And I've read some of the comments, and one of the best comments that I've read is, man, they put us on vacation 23 years ago. I can't even disagree, man. I can't even disagree. Sometimes you just gotta take the L, right? We know we got jacked out of that, but we haven't been back. So
you're right. I was looking at the ACC network this morning, and I guess it was a rebroadcast from yesterday, and they mentioned it. There was like one program after that game, one program went in the garbage,
descended. Yeah, no question.
And the other one just went on a whole nother level, hijacking our kids and everything along with it.
Is that crazy, man? And you know it. You better than anybody can represent this message. I watched your show the other day, your podcast, and your YouTube live thing, and man, all these programs are winning with our kids. They're winning with our kids. It's no major shakeup or surprise. They're winning with our kids. Crazy.
It's
crazy,
amazing.
Man.
Speaking of winning with our kids, I got the one and only Coach Hurley Brown on here. Hurley.
Lou! Uncle Lou!
You see, we're getting the band back together. We're getting the band back together.
Yes, sir.
Right here.
Yes, sir.
We're getting the band. We're getting the whole band back together.
Uncle Lou!
See, it's a you day today, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey, you see it? I had to warm myself, baby.
No, you had to warm my issue. Hey, we got our gear on early, right? We ready to go.
Man, woke up with it on. Couldn't go to sleep last night. It's almost like I'm playing in this game.
You sound
anxiety, the nerves, everything. Man, it's just time to go, baby.
Hey, early, how you feel about the game, man?
Man, I feel great about the game, Luke. I really do. Texas A&M going into the game, that team scared me, but I think we found our niche again, and I believe that we're gonna go out there and play the way Miami Hurricanes play, Luke. I really do.
I mean, hey, speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined by the great Hurley Brown, former University of Miami Hurricane. You still coaching at Merritt Island?
No, no, don't do me like that. I'm coaching at Holy Trinity.
Holy Trinity right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Holy Trinity. Hurley can't say it, but I can say it. If you're in that area of Holy Trinity, send your kids to Coach Hurley Brown. He's going to get them right. He's going to coach them up. I can say that, but y'all can't say that. But speaking of another dude, this is star-studded show. There go Andy's partner. never partner in crime right there. There go Andy. Andy, you in Texas, right, Andy?
Mike, I'm in Texas. Yes, I'm in Texas.
Oh, that's Mike. Why
Mike
told me Andy? That's Mike. I'm sorry, Mike.
It's all good. Yeah, I'm in Texas, man. We'll be going to the game. We're watching it with Willis. You know, so it's going to be a good time, man. To the guy who lost his leg in this game, you know, and now can watch it with him to get this revenge, man. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Wow. As a former player, Hurley, former player, I mean, bleeding on Green Tree, seeing the program go to the bottom of the barrel, seeing the program now come up. You actually played with Mario, correct?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The seeing your teammate bring the team to this level right now after they went through all his trials and tribulations to get to this point right here in this big game here. I mean, how are they going about this right now? I mean, you played in these type of games. How they preparing? What is going through the head coach mind and the player's mind right now?
Look, if I know Mario the way that I do, way that I think I do, and if I know the program the way that I think I do, we've been doing this for the last 300 and something days. We've been preparing for this moment for a long time. When we got out of the games when we got out of our season last year, we came back into the doggone locker room and we were like, hey, look, we're going to go win the national championship next year. And that's when it started. When everybody went home for Christmas break and came back, when we all came back and got back on Green Tree, this process started. This just didn't happen the last couple of weeks. We've been working for this for a long time. But when you sit there and you watch those guys practice, I went down for a couple of the practices in the spring, went down for the camp where they have all the alumni come back.
Right.
Legends camp.
Legends camp. Look, and just to watch the camaraderie and the love that those guys had for each other and the work that they put in with each other, just to watch how they function. There was a sense of pride at the University of Miami, and you saw it back then. You saw, hey, look, things are changing. And you knew then, hey, we were going to have a very successful season this year. So this ain't just happened over the last couple of weeks. So
that's what I'm saying. Hey, Mike, you and Nevin been covering this team for a long time. I mean, I like talking to Mike. Mike is a walking hurricane encyclopedia. And then I'm gonna bring two more special guests on here in a minute. I got a very, 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 very special guest that's sitting in the waiting room. But Mike, how did you see this team evolve to where they're at right now? How you think they're gonna play tonight?
I'll be honest. After the SMU loss, I wasn't very hopeful at this point that we would get there, just because the path was so tough. And it just so happened, you know, things worked itself out. Teams lost, and we kind of kept winning, and we're getting hot at the right time. And the way I see this game tonight is this is all on Shannon Dawson. I'm not worried. I think Corey Heatherman is going to do what he has to do. He's been playing great all year, probably the best hire Mario's ever made in his whole tenure here. So it's been incredible the way he's turned this program around defensively. But if Dawson comes out vanilla, that's where we're going to have an issue. I think we need to be able to open this playbook up as best as we can. And if we can have an offensive performance and put up some points, I mean, we're not going to get out with 10 like we did against Texas A&M. You know, Ohio State's going to put up more than 10 points, right? It's just you can't think that way, right? You're going to have to put up in the 20s, I think. Something like 24 points would be very respectable. And I think we could get a win if we could put something in the mid to low 20s even. I believe in our defense enough. But we got to put some points on the board.
Got it. Speaking of putting some points, I got another coach. But his son is probably one of the hottest quarterbacks for next year. And one of the hottest quarterbacks this year, the one and only David Simmons. Dave, what's up, Dave? So, Dave,
how you
feeling, Dave?
I'm doing good, man. I'm in New Orleans at the Caesars Palace. So,
see, Dave out there in New Orleans. He gets to go to New Orleans with his son Austin Simmons out there, and check out their game, because the winner of that game actually plays the winner of this game, correct?
Yep. I think we got to go to Arizona too, right? I think the
Yes,
game is
in
in Arizona
Arizona.
like a week from now.
So
That'd be
Nevin, the way
that'd
I
be
see this
crazy, man.
the way I see this playing out, Dave, is Miami is going to win. Ole Miss is going to win. Then we will be playing in Arizona, and I know they run quarterbacks. They run a 2-quarterback system. I'm just seeing Austin in the game versus us. Oh my God, that would be incredible. I don't know how we'll function, Nevin. I don't know how we'll function.
Could be an audition, Luke.
It could be.
Whoa!
You know what I'm saying, man?
Whoa!
It
You
could
come up
be.
with all kinds of hot flashes, man. Woo!
Dave, you're a coach. Now, Dave, we're gonna take the Austin Simmons hat off, and the Dave. I'm going to the coach Dave. Dave is my guy. Dave been coaching in South Florida for many years. He coaches kids up, but more so, he's a real football coach that coached on the collegiate level and everything. Dave, when you look at this University of Miami football team, I mean, you haven't probably. Not probably, but the hottest quarterback. You got the hottest quarterback in the nation. 2026. Let me ask you something, Dave. How do we? When you looked at this team, do you see us able to score, and how would we score? Because everybody keeps saying Miami ain't gonna score no points. I mean,
against Ohio State, you should be able to score. I mean, I think one reason gonna score through the defense. I think the defense give you good short field. You'll be able to score. I think it'd be hard to score against Ohio State for going 80, 90 yards. You know what I mean? But if the defense do what I expect them to do and get them short term, why wouldn't they be able to score? They'll do a good job. They should do a good job with that. Field position is very important. Special teams is really big in this game for Miami. It really is big. Huge.
Right.
Huge.
Devin, who you see coming out of this game? And again, Mike and Nevin, they have a show, ladies and gentlemen, called the Nevin Shapiro Show. Make sure y'all check them out on YouTube. I love the show with Willis McGahee, and they have some great commentary, and it's great because you get to hear some historical stories about the University of Miami. But Nevin, when you look at this game right here, who's going to emerge as a star? You know.
I really believe.
Who do you see emerging as a star of this football game?
I really believe it's going to be a receiver. I'm looking at the offensive side of the ball, Luke, because I really, truly believe that Shannon Dawson is going to control our success in this game. I really do, man. I've been saying it since we got seeded against them. Our offense was really anemic, although it did what it had to do, and Mark Fletcher was incredible. We ran for 175 yards against A&M. Ohio State is bringing NFL talent on the defensive side of the ball, no question. So I think the guy that's going to emerge is going to be either one of our other running backs, who they're going to have to play more than just Mark Fletcher against this type of lineup, I believe. And one of these other receivers, if not a couple, have got to show out, man. And I would look for a guy like Elijah Lofton, who's been really quiet this whole season. And I don't think that's his fault. I think the play calling hasn't been schemed his way, what we anticipated before the season. And I think a guy like that just could just show up and be huge. 9 grab, 100 and something yards, and a TD type game. And I think a guy like that could be a difference maker in this game for us to be victorious. That's what I really firmly believe.
Same question for you, Coach Hurley.
Well, hey, I think Mark Fletcher is going to have a great game. And you also got Pringle, the other running back. I think that Pringle has the ability. He is a big playmaker. He's got the speed to take it the distance. He can go from anywhere on the field and go 80, 90 at the given drop of a hat. The guy that I'm looking for, Luke, to do something that we haven't seen all season long, not only the one that Nevin was just talking about, but we haven't heard anything from JoJo Trey.
So, hey, don't steal my thunder, because that's what I'm going at. As soon as Mike go, Mike, you got the same question. And then I'm going to bring an NFL expert in to tell us about this NFL coach that we get ready to go against on defense. Mike, the same question to you.
I would say CJ Daniels. That's who, I think Malachi Toney is going to be keyed on in this game. I mean, just like we're going to key on JJ on the other side, but I think CJ Daniels, he has that catchability, that radius on our team that he could catch it anywhere. And he could be a guy, you know, that could really play a factor in this game in one-on-one coverage. I really think he could be a guy for us, big in this game.
Hey, Dave, do Carson Beck, does he need to be a game manager, or does he need to win the game? Is it on Carson Beck, or do he need to be a game manager? What you think, Dave?
He needs to win the game on third down. If we keep it 3rd and 7, maybe 3rd and 5 and under, Carson Beck is good enough to win this game. Yes, we don't want him in 3rd and long though. Is that fair? Because you don't want this guy giving a bunch of junk coverages and, you know, all these different zone blitzes and stuff. That's what he'll do. And if it's 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5, the play action game still work. You got to run the football. We got to be able to run the football to beat Ohio State. We just can't be a one-dimensional team. That's not fair to Carson Beck. They've been asking him to do that. It's not even fair to him. Be honest with you. You got to run the football.
I totally agree. And my pick is JoJo Trader. I'm just saying I looked at JoJo Trader take over the game against Southern Miss, not Southern Miss, but SMU. I saw him take over the game, and we went away from it after he dropped the one ball. I think Ohio State cornerbacks are a little suspect. When you look at the Indiana tape, Indiana dug them up. I think that our defense, and we'll get to the defensive side of it, when you look at all the teams that played against Ohio State on their offensive side of the ball, they any top 10 team, they haven't scored over 14 points on the top 10 team defense, you know. And so when I look at it from that standpoint, and we'll get to the defensive side of it, but you're right, it's all on Shannon Dawson. And I got a young lady here who covers the NFL from D-Love Sport. D-Love, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Everyone's excited. I love the gear, the camaraderie. Go Canes.
Yeah. Hey D, so you've covered this Matt Patricia coming from the NFL. I mean, what does he bring to the table when it comes to what exotic looks we can kind of expect out of him?
Do you think it's really going to be exotic? You know, if you look at what you guys did last week, right? You know, keeping you from being able to run the ball. So I don't know if it's going to be more exotic than just like traditional things, stacking and making things difficult for sex. But I think it starts with Miami. Like, you guys have to not beat yourselves. And that's going to be the play calling. I think Mike said it a little earlier. You guys really have to do a better job of putting those second down plays in better. Great decisions for second down.
Right. So now, was Matt Patricia, was he the defensive coordinator at New England in those Super Bowl teams?
Yeah, he was with Bill, right?
Yes,
yeah, he was there.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And I listened to his interview. Mike, and in his interview, he did kind of say that, they're going to give him some different looks. He's going to give us a few different looks. I mean, is this going to be the ultimate chess match between Shannon Dawson and Matt Patricia? Mike? I can't hear you.
He's muted.
No, he's not muted. We can't hear him. Mike up there in that bad hotel. Mike in that bad hotel.
Hotel 6, man.
It's going to be too complicated. I think it really just has to be simple.
Right. So Nevin, now let's move over to the defense side of the ball. When you look at the offense side of the ball, our defense, I'm all over the place. Our defense going up against this young quarterback. How do you see how do you see our defense playing against Jeremiah Smith, Tate, this young quarterback, and the one that's going to be hell to deal with is that running back. I got a brain freeze.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I think is going to be. How you see our defense defending these individuals?
Well, right off the rip, it's a good thing it's not the original Bo Jackson. So right off the bat, I feel good. Secondly, our D-line is legit, man. Our D-line is legit. For real. Two dudes. Bain, we already know. He's a top 10 pick lock, right? Messidor, he might slide into the first round. He played himself into the first round potentially this year. If not, second round. Our D-line's nasty. And Heatherman has dialed up just a great scheme for them. They've gone from literally the outhouse to the penthouse in a year on that guy's hire. Man, I love our D. And, Coach Hurley Brown, who's on, he remembers from his day, man, they had those dogs up front. Luke, you've been around forever, man. You know what it is. When you got those horses up front, the backdrop's easy. So I'm not worried about Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, and they're both legit NFL first-round talents. Top 10, probably both, right? But we're safe if that D-line gets to the quarterback because who's throwing from his ass? Nobody. Period.
Speaking of quarterback, I mean, Dave, your son is a young quarterback, and I'm pretty sure you have a lot of conversations with him before big games and everything. And you see the ups and downs and the good and the bad. And this quarterback being somewhat in a similar situation as your son, Austin Simmons. How does this young quarterback function? You putting your coaching hat on and your dad hat on. Is it we got to settle him down? Because again, this ain't the regular game. He hasn't played a playoff game. This is a big game on a big stage. Ain't nobody looking at nothing else but the University of Miami, Ohio State. How do you settle him down as a parent and a coach?
Well, I think as a parent, you just say you first got to pray for him, right? Say, listen, man, you know what's going to happen. You got to pray that the coaches and him on the same page and the players on the same page and went crazy over the weekend geared for this game. As a coach point of view, my concern about the coaching is this thing. It's not the same coach this game. See, I forgot that the offensive coordinator was the receiver coach until the job at USF. The head coach is calling to play this game. Remember, they played Indiana. He was in transition being the head coach. I don't think we saw a real good offense from Ohio State because he's transitioning. I don't know if you remember when Kiffin and Saban fired Kiffin because he's got a good job at FAU. I think it was something similar like that. I think that's going on a bit. So this is going to be now Ohio State offensive coordinator is going to be the head coach. And I'm more concerned about, I think he'll try to settle him down by being the head coach. I think they're going to do a lot more minor splits and stuff like that to try to get free releases. And that's going to be the thing I'm concerned about. We got to stop the run. We're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. Straight
exactly. Up. I mean, speaking of that, Mike, when you see that, Day is now going to be calling the plays, and then I did listen to the interview. There was question whether the original coordinator was going to be in the booth, which is where he normally be at. Is he going to be in the field? And they said he's going to be on the field. And the other young man, I forget what his name is, going to be in the booth. After 25 days. Yeah, 25 days. Do they put in a new offense, in your opinion, Mike, or not? Or should we expect the regular Ryan Day offense because his assistant has been there 8 years with him? Are they going back to that? Are we going to see that? Or are we going to see the same offense or a combination of both? What you think? Can't hear you, Mike.
Have to drop and come back. Yeah, have to drop.
Hurley, I asked you the same question, Hurley. You're a coach. You're getting ready for this game. You know they didn't switch up coordinators. They didn't jump to a whole nother coordinator. How you prepare for this? Are you preparing for both of them, or what's the plan? Damn, I can't hear Hurley neither.
Everybody's gone.
Yeah, I don't see. Is Hurley on?
Yeah, Hurley there. I can't see him. I can't hear him.
I do want to go back to Matt.
There we go.
It's coming on now. That thing's coming on now. Yeah.
So now I feel
Put your mic on, Hurley.
because I wasn't paying attention to all the different changes and stuff
Put your
like
mic
that.
on, Hurley.
Hey,
No, I get him now.
so,
We get you now.
Yeah, so now I feel, as a matter of fact, Luke, I can't say this. I shouldn't say it, but I'm finna go put some money on this. Y'all just confirmed to me the difference in the game. Hey, but I can't put no money because I'm a high school football coach, so I can't go bet. But
exactly.
You know how hard it is as a man, because we all got ego. Now all of a sudden I'm the head coach. So there's certain things that I'm gonna want to do that we haven't done, we haven't been doing. Okay, just because of my ego. Now, if I push my ego to the side and I allow us to come in and play the way that we've been playing, keep it simple, stupid. Don't try to do nothing that these kids aren't used to doing. They don't have time to think out there. The game is going to be too fast, too reckless, too fast. And if you try to implement something different from what we've been doing in the past, now I'm questioning whether or not you trust what we've been doing. So when you tell me, okay, now this guy's the head coach, the offensive coordinator gone, all these other things, offensive coordinators calling the plays, that's a lot to do with the psychic of these players. What got me there? Can we do what got us here? Because then we're playing doggone good. I was disappointed in the doggone Indiana game, I'll be honest with you. But if they come out and play the way that they did against Indiana, and when we strike up the band, we're going to come down there and we're going to be dancing to Me So Horny tonight.
Exactly. Mike, can you hear me, Mike?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, great. We got you.
I don't know what was going on before. I could hear you the whole time. I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, but we got you right now. So, I mean, just piggybacking off what Hurley just said. I mean, them changing coordinators at this point, trying to pull the same thing, just like Dave said, when they switched coordinators and sent Lane Kiffin packing to go to FAU. Lane had this engine in. I don't think it's the same situation. It's the same situation in switching up coaches, but I think the coach Day had a level of frustration after the Indiana game. Them only scoring 10 points in Indiana game kind of frustrated him. Them not doing good against top 10 defenses kind of had him already frustrated, and I think he may also use this as a scapegoat to then hijack the offense. So how do you see this transition happening?
I think it gives a great deal of an advantage to Miami because you're putting someone in a position that hasn't been there doing this all year long. You know, you create competency as you know as a coach, Luke, yourself. You know, that's like telling you, Luke, hey man, go coach, you know, the other side of the ball all of a sudden. And you're like, wait a second, you know, or whatever, like you're putting someone in a position that they haven't been there doing that all year. And I think that gives an advantage to Miami because if Miami can jump ahead, you're going to put him in a position where he's going to have to start getting a little desperate and forcing and not knowing how to manage the game. We want to put him in a position to be unmanageable. If they're ahead, then he can kind of get a little more loose and he can find a groove. But if we can jump ahead, we're going to put him in a position where he's going to kind of panic and have to manage the game, and he hasn't been in those positions yet. So that's how I see it, Miami.
During the course of an NFL year, we see offensive coordinators get fired in the middle of the year. Just like Kevin Stefanski, he fired himself and he gave the play calling to his assistant. It's the same terminology, obviously. You've seen it quite a few times. I think with your Pittsburgh Steelers, they did it one year with Rothenberg, switched up the coordinator in the middle of the year.
Yeah, they brought their guys from the booth down to the field to change things up a bit. So yeah, those things happen.
Right. So when you look at it from the standpoint of changing coordinators, you know, again, they had 25 days to work it all out. What's your thought on the success ratio for being able to do something like that?
I think it all depends on I feel that Miami can feel like it's an advantage. I want to go back to what I saw on film with Miami, but I'm gonna go with your question first. I think it could be good for the camaraderie of the team. If that team as a whole cohesive unit needed that change and they're able to build from that change, I think it's probably a good thing. There's obviously something wrong, and like you said, they could have been a scapegoat for them to go ahead and make that transition. So it could be better. But again, I think Miami should be taking it as an advantage. Like, hey, there could be some miscommunication there. There could be someone, not 100% familiar with what they're doing, and you guys have to exploit that. But again, I want to ask you, based on what you saw from your team, in the last game offensively, what do you guys need to do so that you're not struggling to get that ball in the end zone like you guys were?
I'm gonna say this, right, and I'm gonna ask Nevin the same question that I'm gonna probably answer. I look at our struggles in the Texas A&M game as a plus. I'm putting my coaching hat on right now. I'm looking at it as a plus from the standpoint I didn't show anything. You didn't see anything. I couldn't throw the ball downfield because it was a 30-mile-an-hour swirling wind. So I did some jet sweeps and some swinging gates which I almost blew a head gasket in here on the goal line. So I am being questioned as a offensive coordinator as to how horrible I am, and they're looking at my record throughout the year, and they're basically saying Cam Ward improvised and did everything to make me a successful offensive coordinator, and that's the reason why I don't have a head coaching job. I get into the game. I go to the game, and the first question is asked of me, and you can see it for yourself.
We're saying Miami can't score. If Ohio State gets to 14 in this game, they win. So there's this crazy perception now that Miami can't score. And there have been times this year where you could score. Obviously, sometimes you struggled, but it does create kind of like a visual.
They didn't win their last game.
Yeah.
Did they? How many points did they score?
Yeah, very good point.
I mean, nobody, Indiana won 13-10, and nobody's saying anything about that. That's just a great win by them. Yeah. It's an unbelievable win by them.
Yeah, nobody's saying Ohio State
we win
score.
10-3, and it's like the win sucks. Yeah. We really lost. Yeah, I don't buy into that. I don't pay attention to idiots, so it doesn't matter.
So how does it feel to be?
He has a point. He has a point.
He has a point, but
he has a point.
Going back to this whole thing here, I say, and tell me, Nevin, because me and you, we're a different breed. We say that guns are blazing. We say guns are blazing, baby. Hey, money on the floor, money on the floor.
No faking the funk. We got it,
baby. Hey, I say we jump on them. I say we have an opportunity because and we got all these coaches on here. We got Coach Dave, we got Coach Hurley on here, and we know how difficult it is. And my question to you, Nevin, knowing how difficult it is to change up an offense. Normally, and everybody on here is an expert. We know at the beginning of a year, when the team comes out, whether it's NFL, any level of football, when you change the terminology and start doing something different, you have to work your way into it, correct, Nevin? It looks a little raggedy at the beginning.
It also makes you desperate.
Exactly. How you think they're gonna fare? Do we jump on them right now?
We have to. So let me give you my 2 cents on that. I really believe, and I said it on our show this week, I really believe we got to jump out early. All the pressure's on Ohio State, in my opinion. They've already been anointed. I can't tell you how many people have told me we're going to get blown out. Man, Coach Hurley, never in his career at the U has he ever been told he's going to get blown out. In his whole career. Man, I'm hearing it like it's like standard right now. Man, it's crazy. I really believe we jump on their asses, Luke, and I really feel this way. They're going to be like, oh, I don't know if I can curse on this or not. Oh, right? You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that's imperative that we get out early because the longer you stay in a fight against an underdog, you're like, man, this guy's not going anywhere. I think we come out on these boys early and it's ours to take. If we get down 10 points, 14, I think there's trouble based on the way our offense is schemed up. That's my opinion. I think if we come out early, man, I love our chances. I love it.
Hey Hurley,
Yeah.
when you look at this quarterback being this young and not playing on this type of stage, but he has a guy named Jeremiah Smith and a guy named Tate. How you think they get off, or do you think we get at this quarterback?
I think we get at him, Luke. I think with our defensive line, actually our front seven, I think we're one of the best front sevens in the country. And then those DBs, they ain't shabby either. Them boys can play. They're playing hurricane football. They're playing fast. They're physical. That front four, now remember, the front four that I played with, that's what these guys remind me of. Cortez Kennedy, Russell Maryland, Greg Martin, Willis McGee, Stain Curry, all those guys. Secondary, I struggled. They had dogs up front. That's what you got tonight. So this young quarterback, man, you got to deal with that. It's going to be a long night for him.
A long night. That's what we're expecting. We're expecting a long night. And again, let me ask you, Dave. You're changing your offense, going back to terminology now. Yeah, the two coordinators, they know the terminology, but this new quarterback don't. He wasn't here last year or 2 years ago in a Ryan Day system. Ryan Day comes in. He got 25 days to put this offense in. Do you think they struggle early, giving University of Miami opportunity to jump up on them, Dave?
No, I think the terminology gonna be about the same. I think how you call the play is gonna be a little different. I don't think they changed the terminology because it was always Orion's offense anyway. But I think like you said, I think everybody keeps talking about our defensive ends. They're important. I really think it's the defensive tackles more important in this game because we got to take away the inside zone and then the inside run game because I think our ends can handle their own by themselves. If not, that's off the play action. Everything they do is based off the play action. And if you let this guy be in 2nd and 6 and 2nd and 4, he's a normal quarterback. He's a regular quarterback. But we want him in 3rd and long. If he in 3rd and long, I think we could really rattle the quarterback. I think we could rattle Sam. I really do. Right, but we don't want him in 2nd. We don't want him in 2nd and short. We got to win on 1st down on defense. On both sides of the ball, we got to win on 1st down. Defense and offense, we got to win on 1st down. We can't be in 2nd and 9 on offense, and we don't want them in 2nd and 2 on when they're on defense. And so when we're on defense, excuse me. Yeah, that's where it's at. Mike, 1st down.
Exactly, Mike. Do we limit? Or do we? If we hold Tate and Jeremiah Smith under 100 yards, do we win?
I think so because they don't have the Travion Hendersons of last year at running back. So that's why I think that, their offense is going to be through their receivers. They're not as balanced as they were last year offensively. They had much better balance last year because they can really get that run game going and open up the pass for them. That's why Jeremiah Smith, you saw have such a big year last year. People don't credit it a lot to Travion Henderson, but I do give him some credit, even though JJ is insanely incredible. But the defenses had to respect Ohio State's run game last year, where this year it's not like that. It is, but it's not. It's not like that deadly weapon like we have. We got 3-headed monsters everywhere, right? So you got to respect our run game. So that's the difference in this game. Yeah, so I think if we hold them under 100, absolutely, we win this game for sure.
Luke, you made a great point. You made a great point, Luke. You made a great point earlier, man. Indiana gave them the business. You cannot tell me that Indiana's got more talent than us. You just can't tell me that Indiana's got more talent than we do. They don't, right? And Indiana beat them. So it's not like they're some juggernaut of all time. They're a good football team. They're a top 5 team for this year, but they're no like freak show. And I think we can win this game, man. Our D-line's legit, man.
Right. Now these guys have a projected first round pick linebacker, and I think a D tackle. Are we gonna be able to run the ball, D?
Listen, I was about to ask you guys that. Like, that's your bread and butter. Like, I remember I'm in Miami watching this game and the confusion of why are we going away from the run? Why are we not being successful with the run? The pass is not working. And I think you have to ask yourself, if you are not successful with the run, then what? What does that play call? And do you go back to the jet sweep that you said you couldn't stand seeing in the was it the red zone? Like, what is the plan if you cannot run the ball? If Tony is not being successful, what is the plan?
Right. Hey, Mike, let me ask you this, Mike. Does everything run through Malachi Tony as usual, or are you using Malachi Tony as a decoy?
I think it actually is a little bit of both. I think Ohio State thinks we're going to utilize him a lot, and we can then use him as a decoy. But we said it, me and Nevin just went live right before we went on your show, and we both predicted that Malachi Tony is going to throw a touchdown in this game. So I think that they're going to pull out a little bit of that tricks out of their bag here, and then they should, right? Like, you don't have a next game. You got to win this game. There's nothing to hold back. You got to give it all, right? Oh, throw the whole kitchen sink at them. Like, you got to get something going. Get points early, like Nevin was saying. You got to get points early. So you got to come out and be aggressive, not this inside zone run, like every down, that really stunted us against Louisville and SMU, right? Because there was this methodical vanilla offense. You got to be able to put some points and create some, you got to create points in this game. You got to get creative, I think, because they're a great team. They got athletes, and so do we. You're not just going to run the ball right at them and win this game.
So Hurley, let me ask you: do you see this as a high-scoring game or a low-scoring, tough, one touchdown, 3-point football game? How do you see this game?
I think it's a 24-14 game, Miami.
Right.
And I'll say, in this situation with these types of games, Luke, and you remember back in the locker room, and Nick Saban says it all the time, it's the players, not the players. Everybody wants Coach Dawson want to talk about the defensive coordinator, talk about Ryan Day and guys. But man, I'm gonna tell you like this here. At this stage of the game, somebody's gonna step up. Somebody's gonna be the difference in this game that we've never even heard of. And it just, I think it's gonna be JoJo Trader. But in that locker right now, while these kids are getting ready, they're probably getting ready to go to the game now. But somebody is gonna step up, and somebody's gonna be the difference in this game. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with the play calling. It ain't gonna have nothing to do with nothing else other than somebody saying, "Hey, look, it's my opportunity." Big time players make big time plays and big time games. And when we start talking about the offense, and you gotta understand that there's some stuff that Miami's been working on. I'm sure Ohio State has too. Everybody does it. They haven't shown yet. We're going to see some stuff tonight that we haven't seen. Hopefully, we don't have to go there. But if the game is going the way that I'm anticipating it to go, we're going to have to do some things that are, out of character for us. Things that we've been working on all year long, but we just haven't had to pull them out of our back pocket yet. That's what
I totally agree, because when I look at, I always look at the entire year. I look at it from but not a fan perspective, but more so a coach's perspective. And I look at our team and the makeup of our team, and I look at University of Miami on the defensive side. It's very difficult for you to trick them. I mean, you got D. Lou, you got Jason Taylor coaching your D line. You have Will done seen a ton of football at the defensive backs. You have the defensive coordinator coaching the linebackers. When you look at our offense, it's a little young. You got a GA coaching the running backs, former Ohio State GA. Maybe that may help us out a little bit with some of the signals. Then you have receiver coach. Then you have Mirabal.
Come on, it's your boy.
I'm gonna tell you that the season's over with. I'm not
He
going.
digresses.
I don't want Dave. See, I have a whole lot of his friends on here, so I'm not gonna. This is a Hurricane Day. I'm not gonna. Y'all don't poke the bear. Don't
We'll
poke
start.
the bear.
We'll start the soap opera after the goodbye.
man.
Don't worry,
I
man.
want to ask you, like you mentioned the youth, right?
I'm just saying, hey, we all
After Kane's turn, right?
ready to go. We all friends and family, and I'm hoping that he has some wideouts ready to go. But at the same time, the inexperience, and I learned this, and I'm pretty sure you guys know this as well, Dave. You done set up in there. Like I learned a lesson many years ago when I took some kids and Nick Saban offered Ray, and they had me sitting in the conference room. And that same year, we was getting ready to play Alabama and Georgia in the Georgia Dome. And I'm sitting in the conference room looking at the wall, and they evaluated every one of our coaches. That was the meeting that was going to happen later on this afternoon. And they had a clear evaluation of every coach on our staff. And I'm like, oh, shit, they're going after the coaches too, And so which we do in high school, but you don't think about it from that standpoint. Like, yeah, I know I'm getting ready to coach against Dave. I know what Dave run. I know what Hurley run. I don't get the film, but then they had a full-fledged evaluation of our coaches. Now, with that said, if we get in an entanglement, Dave, from the defensive side, with the least amount of experience on our offensive side, if we get in a little entanglement, Dave, now put your coach hat on, how do we get out of it? If Patricia have our ass in a stranglehold, how do we get out of it? Does it go back to what Hurley say? It's going to be on the players?
Yeah, I think what's going to have to happen, I'm hearing something that nobody going to believe me I'm going to say. I'm going to say something nobody going to say. I think Carson Beck got to go in tempo. It's called plays. I ain't lying to you. Because with a guy like Patricia, you want to go kind of fast and don't let him get a lot of junk stuff in. I know we don't do that.
Tempo. Okay,
I would go tempo. I would go tempo and don't let him do all them damn junk coverages, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gonna go vanilla as hell. I don't know about going slow against him. If he's struggling, I don't know about it. I might want to pick up the speed and let him.
That's a really good point right there.
You pay him $4 million for a reason.
Listen, great point, Dave. Great point. You know why? Think about it. Alabama was up on Georgia 28-0 last year. Carson Beck was getting his ass. Georgia was getting their asses handed to him. Carson Beck started going up tempo. Bam, he walked that down. They took the lead in Tuscaloosa, down 28-0. Great point, man.
You got
I mean, that also works too if you guys aren't able to maintain like a time of possession. You're zeroing out and constantly like keep that tempo. What helps you stay on the field, helps you build that.
They can't sub. He can't sub and all that stuff.
Yeah, because we don't sub receivers anyway.
Yeah, we don't sub. I'm talking about the defense can't sub either. So they can't sub the defensive line. The defensive line getting tired. Like, you want them guys tired, too.
With tempo, with the young teams, you just be careful about those pre-snap penalties, right? And I think that's some of y'all problems.
Mike, Dave, you made a great point. No, Mike, don't. Mike, you in Dallas.
I know where you're going with this, Luke. I know where you're going with this.
Mike. Dave made a great point. I'm trying to be nice. And Dave is like trying me down a rabbit hole.
Hey,
yes,
shit's going sideways. Dave. You know shit's going sideways when I'm becoming the peacemaker. Come on, man.
No shit. Hey.
Oh, man. Man.
Yeah, never is the peacemaker.
Oh, my God.
We'll be peaceful. Mike, he made a great point because wasn't the game that Carson Beck went 23 for 23 against Clemson? Wasn't that an up-tempo thing? They switched to up-tempo and he did that?
Yep. Yeah. He got to.
Now,
he only sees base defenses. That's all he sees. He doesn't like reading against junk defenses. It's not who he is. Give him a base middle field, middle field closed defense. That's all he wants. He's pretty good with that. That's his strength.
Will Dawson and Mario allow him to be able to run this kind of offense? That's the biggest question.
If we down 14, you got no other choice.
Well, I'm just saying. saying.
That's the problem. You're gonna do what you gotta do to win a game.
And then again, Hurley, Dawson comes from air raid, so he got that in his repertoire. He can't go up tempo because I think originally he was up tempo when they had TVD. We were up tempo, so I agree, because just like you say, when you do go up tempo, you stop. Just like you say, you stop the rotation, which we don't rotate anyway. You don't allow the defense to then run all kind of exotic coverages and all those things like that. It becomes man to man because you're really moving fast and you're on the ball. We are more conditioned than they are because we practice in South Florida. These guys in the cold weather right now, I think we will be faster than them because now we normally play on grass, and this is the first time. This is the second game on turf. The first game on turf was when we played SMU. We will be a lot faster and a lot more conditioned than they are, and they set out for 25 days. So when you look at it, them setting out for 25 days, how does that? And anybody can take this. How does that affect? This team? Ohio State and us being nice and lathered up and warmed up and ready to go.
Well, Luke, what the first thing it does, it takes you out of your routine. So you have to find a rhythm to get back into. You've been off for 25 days. We're talking almost. And remember, Miami, if I'm not mistaken, Miami game in 7 days lost it, I believe. Whether they lost SMU or they had bye week, then another week or something like that. So they were out of rhythm, out of. We're talking 18, 21, 22-year-old kids. We're not talking about the NFL. We're accustomed to being in a routine. We're not able to turn it off and turn it on like that. And we just got done with one of the biggest games of our careers last week, 2 weeks ago. So we're ready to go. We're lathered up and ready to go. It's a question of whether or not Ryan Day can get Ohio State's players that are 18, 22 years old. They can get them in a routine, and how quickly can they get them in a routine? So again, they come going, hey, I got to go with you on this one, baby.
Yeah, hey, you already know. Speaking of routine, right? Speaking of routine, D and Nevin, these people, Ohio State, have been to this facility 3 years in a row at my stadium, the Cowboy Stadium. 3 years in a row.
Scary work.
I mean, are they? Is it a normal routine for them?
It's a home game for them.
Environment where they play at.
Absolutely. They might be calling this for Ohio State South. Like, at this point, like that, that it has its benefits. I even watch it from the UFL level. They could go into St. Louis Battlehawk Stadium and come out with a win. They had to win two games in a row there, right? So, like, the environment and being comfortable in that environment, whether it's a young team or a seasoned team, I think that matters.
So much of this, Luke. So much of this, every week when Mike and I do our show, he asked me the three keys to the game, right? So first key I said was Shannon Dawson's offense and his whole play calling. Second for me is Mario's mindset and how he's got this team ready mentally, because this is that plays into the question what you're asking about them playing Ohio State, and this is sort of like not a home game, but they've been there regular. They keep doing this. This is a big game setting for us. We haven't done it in a while. I think playing at Texas A&M helped us immensely, mentally, psychologically, confidence-wise. I think that was huge, man, because at the end of the day, maybe they're not true SEC because they're new, but they're SEC road, 108,000. That's serious. So it's not going to get a whole lot more serious coming here because that was a dominant 100 and some odd thousand fan crowd pro Texas A&M. I think there's a little bit of familiarity for Ohio State going to Jerry Jones Stadium, but I think I like the advantage. And Coach Hurley said it, earlier. They haven't played in 25 days. We've played recent on the road, even better. So we're already on that road traveling mentality mindset, or at least we should be.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully the preparation that you mentioned, they go in there, they see the time clock, they get very familiar with the stadium and the surroundings. They're not overshadowed by, the black. And you, sorry, Luke, but your stadium, Jerry's World, are they gonna put some curtains up? So it's gonna be nighttime, so they don't have to worry about the sun like that.
Curtains.
Yeah, you know how that sun, you know what I'm talking about, how that sun comes in Jerry's World?
No, we ain't doing none of that.
It's a night game. It's a night game.
It's a night game, so you're fine now, but I'm
curtains up. We ain't put no shower curtains up. No, we ain't do all that. You're gonna have to deal with this. You're gonna have to deal with the sun.
That sun is a problem out there in Jerry's World.
Only curtains that are coming are for the Buckeyes, man. That's the only curtains.
That's the only curtains coming. Hey.
About Jeremiah Smith? I'm not going to stick up yourself.
Them the only curtains came. Those are the only curtains coming up. The curtains gonna close on the Buckeyes because this is the get back bowl. The way I and I'm gonna go to the predictions. The way I predicted this from the time they told us we was gonna be in the playoffs, I call it the get back tour. We're going to be able to go over there and get Texas A&M back because we lost to them at their stadium. We got them back. We're gonna go and get back Ohio State, who robbed us of our national championship. Then we're going to go and Carson Beck is going to get Georgia back. But I can't say that because Ole Miss is going to win. Dave is on here.
Right.
Dave is on here. So Ole Miss, we got to go. Hey, let me tell you like this. I'm going to say this, Dave, since you on here. I'm going to say this. Miami plays Ole Miss. There's no way in the world y'all going to be able to stop Lane Kiffin from not coaching that game. I'm going to just say that, Dave. Lane coming to coach that game. They might not be practicing at Ole Miss. They might not be practicing against Ole Miss.
Luke, man, you're an instigator, Luke. You're an instigator, man. You'll be the national guard if you show up in that field, dude.
I never. They gonna call us choir boys because Lane is coming out there with his motherfucking flip flops on, and Lane will coach that game against Mario.
I'm coming out in the monk outfit. So I'm telling you, man. Don't worry, I got it.
Oh man, that'd be different, bro. That'd be different.
What? That'd be. Y'all be. They say Lane left the stadium early. That won't happen. That motherfucker be up in the booth right now. Hey, it be next to Charlie Weiss with a headphone on in the back. Okay,
Lane behind that curtain. Scheming behind the curtain.
Right. I'm trying to. Hurley, it's that bad of venom, Hurley.
I know.
It's that bad of venom. One call a glorified PE coach. One feel like he should have been the coach of the University of Miami, and he got the job over him. It's some bad blood. And I'm in the middle of this shit. And I know Dave's in the middle of it too. I'll be in the middle of it. It's like, yeah, what your boy Lane doing? What you talking about Lane? I'm out here to see you. And then Lane is like sending me fucking videos of the You documentary. Why the fuck Mario ain't in the video? I'm
trying to enjoy Bourbon Street, man. I'm enjoying Bourbon Street. Don't get me in that.
I'm not putting you in that, Dave. That's why I'm not asking you no questions on that. I leave you out. Totally.
No problem. No.
Totally out of those type of questions. So, okay, I'm gonna go around the room. What's the prediction? What your prediction is, Dave?
I like it. I like 23-24. Miami.
All right.
The Ohio State kicker is not as good as Miami's kicker.
Oh, you're right about that because they did switch the kicker. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Nevin.
1917, the U on a field goal by Carrot Top.
By Carrot Top. Yeah, under no condition. Hurley.
24-14. Miami.
24-14?
Yes, sir.
That sounds good because they can't win. They don't score for 14 points against top 10 defenses. Mike.
24-20 Miami.
24-20 Miami. I like that right there. I like that. D, what your prediction is, D? I won't be surprised if you go with Ohio State. I will not be surprised.
I don't like Ohio State. Like, I'm a Big Ten girl, so no. I'm never gonna go for Ohio State if I don't have to. I'm gonna go 17-13.
17-13. Hey, there it is. I think I don't see Ohio State scoring over 14 points again. Like I said, when I broke down the film and looked at it, they only have two different plays. When they put the running back, when they put the tight end at the hip, they try to pull around the corner. That means they're weak up the middle. I think our defensive tackles, just like Dave says, is going to get off in this game right here. Indiana did expose them. Nobody could stop the run. That down wrap around that they were running, and then they run the play action off of it, getting the ball to Tate and Jeremiah Smith. Everybody knows you play Jeremiah off, you're going to run the hitch and go. If you're playing press off the play action trying to hold the play side safety that didn't run the go, because that is what they're trying to do. And I think with our D line, we could be able to control that. The tight end might be a little issue, but I don't see him being an issue. And we already know Ryan Day panics in the big game. That's why they had to hire Chip Kelly in the beginning, because of him not being able to call the plays a couple of years ago, and him blowing big games against Michigan and other tough teams. So I see us winning the game 24-14. I'm on the 24-14. I don't see them getting no more than that. And just like Dave said, the kicker is suspect. So they're going to have to make a decision at some point in the game when they get in the red zone, 35 yards and out, where they go for it. And when they do that, we get a bunch of turnovers on downs. And I just see, them boys, that Hurricane defense playing some real good football. And in this defense, we get some real key turnovers and some takeaways, because I just love the young boy from Columbus back there at safety. If people don't know, in the preseason, in the fall, that kid had more interceptions than anybody. And I was wondering why he wasn't playing, but he's out there right now. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank all y'all for joining me today. Hey, Mike, you enjoy yourself up there in Dallas. Don't if you need some clubs to go to after the game is over with, call me up. I can hook you up. I got you. I know all the promoters. Appreciate you. Love you, my brother. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Hurley Brown, good luck on this year. Thank God you're not in South Florida, because there's more transfer portal going on in a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Quest though, Luke.
Hey, man, appreciate you coming on. Hey, Dave, you in New Orleans? I got a friend of mine up there, and I know you up there with your son, Austin Simmons, and Charlie Weiss. Little baby face Charlie Weiss is going to get it done, and we're going to see y'all. We all going to be in Arizona next week. Thank you for joining us, my man, and we're going to talk real soon. Hey, Nevin, the great Nevin Shapiro. The one and only.
Thank you,
man. Not the man. Not the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
I had to keep you on here last, Nevin. So who's the bounty on tonight?
When they started talking this Grease, man, against I'm reading the comments about what my boy Will.
Bounty on, Nevin? Tell me.
Man, all right, I'm gonna give you a hint. I can't say it, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I just gave it to you. I'm just saying.
You just saying. I'm just saying.
My man, my fucking guy. Hey, Nevin, make sure y'all join my man Nevin on the Nevin Shapiro Show, ladies and gentlemen. Please join this show there on YouTube. You guys love it. Hey, when the show coming on next?
Monday. We're gonna film Monday morning. Be on Monday afternoon, probably 5 o'clock. Mike finishes his editing. editing.
Okay. Hey, man, we look forward to seeing the new show. Hey, man, you have a good day. Go Canes.
All right.
I love it. Hey, D, I got to keep you on here a little longer, D, because I need to ask you a couple questions here.
Sure.
I got to ask you a couple of questions here, D. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all these good folks, Hurley Brown, for coming on. Coach Hurley Brown, former University of Miami player, David Simmons, Austin Simmons' dad. His son is getting ready to play in the big bowl game with Ole Miss up there in New Orleans. And then we got my girl D from D Love Sports. I'm gonna ask a couple questions. I want you to take a look at this, and now we're gonna segue into some other stuff. Now, Kyler Perry said this.
So strategic, right? Because it's
Not
one about
Sarkeesian,
need, it's two about money, and the cost, and where's the market, and which agent you're dealing with. There's some agents that are rational, and there's some that this is their first time ever being an agent. I don't even know if they're licensed to be agents, but all of a sudden they get to be agents, because we have no certification process in college football. Or in the NFL, you have to be certified. In college football, it might be their college roommate, their freshman year, who's their agent right now. And this guy's throwing numbers at you, and it's like, we can't even deal with this. Like, you just move on. And so it's unfortunate, and we'll get there in college football, but right now it's a tough situation. The idea that I can sit up here in 2025 and talk about money and players and things is pretty crazy, right? From where we've gotten to where we were 4 or 5 years ago to where we are today. But that's the reality of the situation of college football right now, and that's where we are. Again, I think there's nothing wrong with that. We just got to tighten it up. And hopefully we can get there sooner rather than later, because, again, I'm probably going to be on the phone with an agent today that's going to throw a number at me that I'm going to be like, good luck. I hope you get it. If you don't, call us back. But I can't do that number.
What you think about what he just said? Because
oh man,
I love it
and I hate it. I love it and I hate it. And I love it for the youth and them being able to capitalize. But I hate it for all the reasons that it can destroy a program, it can destroy a locker room, right? And that's one of the things Coach Locke had to talk about. Coach Locke at Maryland, he was like, I lost my locker room because of these conversations that were happening around money and numbers, right? So I just hope that these men and women that are getting NIL, getting paid, continue to have that secrecy between them and their agent, even outside of maybe your immediate parents, your mom and your dad. Do not discuss these numbers. Do not discuss these numbers, because it has so much weight to ruin a program, to ruin a locker room, to ruin you being successful. So I hate it and I love it. I hate it and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, because and I kept you on to talk to you about this because, I mean, you cover so much professional sports, and it's becoming a major problem right now.
Yeah.
You have Nick Saban talking about NFL. You got Sarkeesian, Kyler Perry, kid from Baylor, entered into the NFL, not NFL, but NBA.
Yeah.
Came from the NBA, came back, played basketball at Baylor. He played G League because he didn't play. Because he didn't play in the game. He was on the roster, but he didn't play in the game. He gets to play in college. I mean, that's a different set of rules than the NFL.
Yeah. I like it, though. I like that he didn't have that opportunity, though. I really do. I know it's
so you think. So you don't believe in, okay, you get an agent, hire an agent like the old rules were, like the football rules are. You hire an agent, but like you go through the process, and you go through the training and all this, and then you don't get drafted. You think they should be able to go back to back to college?
I would love for them to have that opportunity, but just like he said, these college agents aren't certified agents, right? So when you have that certified NFL agent, that's when you kind of get locked up and switched up into that thing. But these college agents aren't the
No,
not all of them are, but I do feel if people put so much weight on education and making sure you get a degree and leaning back on some other type of skill, because you may make the NBA, you may not, or you may be the guy that's there on the team just warming up the seat. If you have
education is out the door.
Well, I'm just using it as something like you're going back to
understand.
You're going back to school to do something, but the school's
listen. Let's keep it a buck. You giving a kid $4 million and ain't nobody flunking him. He's not getting expelled. He's not getting a F. He's getting he ain't even going to the class. His stuff is online, and they just okay. He will not be ineligible because of academic reasons, and they're giving him $4 million. Let's keep it a buck right there. That's number one. Number two is this. When it comes to what Calipari is saying,
that's not Calipari.
Not Calipari. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm like, because he don't look like Calipari.
Hey, Sark gonna kill me because Sark is my good friend. He's gonna kill me. You keep calling me Calipari. You're probably looking at it right now. But my point is this. My point is this. These guys, he's right. Because, for instance, the college coach calls me up, the high school coach. Hey, Luke, you got any kids that got in the portal? Yeah. This just happened yesterday. Called one of the kids up. Hey, look, we're really interested in him. I see that he got in the portal. Yeah, January 1 is tomorrow. I'm not up under these rules and regulations. That's the kid in the school that ain't tampering to me. I won't call the school name or which one of my kids, but then they call up and say, yeah. So then I call up the kid, and this is how it works. I call the kid up and say, hey, look, hey, you in the portal? Yeah, coach. Yeah, I'm jumping in, and we know it's January 1 tomorrow. The portal actually opens, but they jumping in early, which that shouldn't be the case because the negotiation starts now once the kid jumps in the portal. So the kid jumps in the portal, and then what ends up happening is, hey, coach, we really want him over here at our school and everything. I get on the phone, I call the kid up, and I say, hey, look, what you got going on? I don't have nothing too much going on, coach. I say, okay, well, I got a school that's really interested in you, and they really like you, and a good friend of mine, and da-da-da, and all that. Before you know what, the kid said, oh, okay, coach. I have my agent call him up. Agent? Agent.
Yeah, they have agents.
Let's keep it a buck. Sark is telling the truth.
They have agents.
In the NFL, these guys got to be certified.
They have to be certified.
In this, they don't. You got to be. And then the NFL changed the rules a couple of years ago. You got to be a lawyer, something like that.
They want you to get. You got to have a degree. You can't just. You got
to have a degree. Exactly. So he's right. He's right. You got what you have is these street agents turn to agents, don't know what they're doing. You got the AAU coach. You got the 7-on-7 coach. He's an agent. I had a kid this year. Everybody want to talk to him. Oh, I got an agent. I said, well, what agency does he work out of? Oh, he's a coach over here in California. What? But coach, here go the other thing. But coach, can you talk to some other schools for me? Because I like the school that I have that I'm committed to. But son, if you have an agent, your agent's supposed to know all these schools. That's number one. He should be able to call.
Don't have the connection. That's the uncle.
That's the 7-on-7 coach.
Yeah,
that's the coach who will take you to the park once you became big time. That's who he is. If you have an agent, your agent needs to know all these people. Number three to that. Here's the other part of that. Okay, the school treat the kid bad.
Yeah.
The school, if a school treat a player bad, say me, high school coach Luke, you treat my kid bad, you got to come back over here shopping for another kid. You're going to have to answer to me. We're going to have a sit down, because other than that, you're not going to be able to come back to my school and get another kid from me. That's the most important. If you screw a kid over who's represented by your homeboy or even an agency or even Drew Rosenhaus or anybody like that, in college, they don't care about you because you only representing a few people. You are not representing a whole entire high school. And if us in high school, whether we're in Florida or anywhere else, if you screw over a high school coach player and you commit certain cardinal rules, sins, you will get banned by every high school in America. And you will get banned in Miami-Dade County. First and foremost, I did it to Billy, who was at Florida. One of my kids, he had one of my kids, so one of my kids was committed. He ended up going to Florida. And what happened? He just blew up the whole class that was committed and sold all of them to send videotapes. Oh, really, Billy? You want to send videotapes? And I already knew he was going to do bad and they was going to fire him in 3 years. Oh, so you want to? No. What do I do? I'm one of the old heads. Get on the phone. Hey, coaches, we got a problem with Florida coach. If he come to your school in Miami-Dade County, you kick him out and have him come see me. And what did Billy have to do? Come see me. They won't let me in no school. No, that's how we operate. And that happened before with a team in Alabama. A coach treated a player wrong. Happened again in Miami. A coach at Marshall, Doc Holliday, left a kid out the cold. He got hurt while he was at Marshall. Quarterback from Central. They then left him on the curb. We had to get him back home. Oh, Marshall, you can't come back here, Marshall. Not long as Doc Holliday, your coach. And Doc Holliday had to get and go. See, that's what these agents don't do. And then more so on the business part of it, they don't know how to negotiate.
You know what they need? You know the solution to the problem?
What?
Black women.
Well, the thing is, it's not only black women, it's people who know the business. I don't care whether you're a woman or a man or whatever it is. It's you need to know the business. You can't go up in there parading up in there as if, I don't care you man, woman, black, white, green, purple, whatever you are, you got to know the business because again, you're dealing with somebody's livelihood. You're negotiating. You need to know what the marketplace, you need to know what the market is for the individual. You need to know the coach. You need to be able to have a real intellectual conversation with with those coaches because you have people like Sark get on here, just like he's saying, hey, look here, man, these people throwing all these crazy ass numbers out here and it don't make no sense.
But there's a level of nurturing, and I say that for women, and I speak for myself because I'm a black woman. There's a level of nurturing that comes with this, right? Yeah, and you speak from it as a coach, right? You're not going to come in here and screw my players over and just come back and trade pick another one. But because that's another level of nurturing. Who are the best nurturers in the world? Women. And I feel like women need to get more involved at the collegiate level when it comes to this marketing and branding, because I think they have it. And if I gotta be the catalyst and start, I'm not the person, that's the only woman in the world that can do it. But maybe I need to. The business part, yes, you need to know. You need to have the people in the room. You need to have the network. And that's where it starts. Because if you don't know something, you need to be able to go to your resources and get the information that you need. And you need to be able to go to a coach like we just saw and negotiate a right number. Don't just reach for the stars and just throw out a number out there and wait, because you could be ruining your client's potential.
You could be
time. And because you could spin the block, and he said, well, he said we could come back. By the time you get back to him, someone has had that spot is gone, and whatever money they were going to give you is off the load. So now you're stuck with, here go, $250. Take it or leave it. So you really need to have people that can nurture not just the athletes, but the coaches in the network, the nucleus of it all, the whole ecosystem of it. And I think women can do that, and they could be so successful at it if they took the time and really got into the business, because I see the opportunity.
Yeah, it is you know, it is, the NCAA needs to come up with some regulations because it's going to get regulated from Congress, even if I end up in Congress. I see my calling keeps sending me to Congress because so many things come when it comes to sports that nobody up there knows anything about. That's going to be coming before Congress to be able to make these decisions on how to regulate these situations, because the NCAA is not going to do it, because at the end of the day, there needs to be some rules and regulations put in place on a national scale, because again, you know, NCAA is so first. It's not the NFL. It's not the Shield. It's not an organization. It is so wide open that it is out of control, and a lot of parents are getting taken advantage of. It's a lot of mismanagement. It's a lot of misrepresentation. The fortunate part of me being able to work good with my kids was the fact that, you know, my ex had the agency, and I did a large part of the marketing. So the same marketing people are the same people involved in, and I've negotiated millions and millions of dollars in contracts and all that, and been a part of those negotiations when it came to teams in my consulting aspect. So my kids get the best of it all, but I can't speak for every other high school coach, because most of these guys, you know, they go to school every day, and those coaches are there, and they're PE teachers, they're administrators, and they're security guards and things like that, and they have a lot of work to do. But I just wanted to ask you that. Thank you, D. Thank you for joining us. Oh damn, I cut it off too quick. What the hell happened? But yeah, people, we have a great show today. I'm running over again, but this is something I need to ask you all about.
I'm just speaking.
But you want me to be the bad guy. I'm not the bad guy. You said, can they blame you?
I'm asking you from the viewer standpoint.
What?
Because
can I get another shot? Can he blame me? Like,
this is all over TikTok. I don't know what to make of this. I've never seen this baddie show in my life. I've never seen this show in my life. And I'm not going to look at it. I am not going to look at it. I looked at this interview. I'm looking at the clips. I don't want to see that show. I love Cam show. I think it's very creative and charismatic, and the hats and all that. But I'm looking at these clips of this interview with this lady. I ain't even calling her name. And this is so disturbing for so many reasons. The lady refers to the girls on her show as, oh, my bitches are paid. My bitches are boss. My bitches are this. Are you pimping? Are you pimping the girls on the show? I'm so lost when it comes to this. At one point in the interview, Cam asked, so what is a baddie? A boss bitch, a bitch who takes care of her own, a bitch who do this and bitch who do that. Is this what's really going on, people? Is this where we at? Is this where we at? Is this where we at? Have we? Is this where we at? All my bitches is rich. All of my bitches is millionaires. Is there any show like that on with white women? So we went from Heidi Fleiss to this. We went from Heidi Fleiss to this. I know everybody's sitting there like, yeah, Luke, you had the girls dancing on stage. Yeah, dancing is dancing. Every singer has dancers. Beyonce got dancers on stage. Chris Brown got dancers on stage. Luke got dancers on stage. We all have dancers on stage. But would I ever refer to my dancers as bees? Would I refer to them as individuals who boss bitches? I think the terminology boss bitches is different. First of all, to be a boss, whether you're a woman or a man, it's okay to be a boss. Why you got to wear it on your shirt? That's when you're supposed to be humble. I've been a boss all my life. I always been humble. This ain't no Tyler Perry movie here. Where I gotta make everybody feel lower than who they are. I gotta then throw up in your face. I gotta throw up into the woman. Oh, I'm the boss. I'm the boss up in this mother. Peace. Y'all gonna do what the fuck I want y'all to do. This ain't no movie. It's real life. When you're a boss, you're comfortable with who you are and you're comfortable with yourself. And you're trying to bring everybody else up. It's a real boss. A real boss is trying to everybody on your team get money. That's why when I look at it, when Jay-Z say Dame made millions, this one made millions, this one made millions, this one made millions. When you look at Nick Saban and you look at Nick Saban tree and all the coaches who came up under Nick Saban is head coaches and prominent head coaches because they came up under his tree and they're doing good. When you look at me and the people who came up under my tree, Pitbull doing good. The guys I discovered. Trick Daddy doing good. H-Town doing good. And all the other artists doing good. They fall up under your tree. Big Teach owns a chain of House of Max. Young guy, Mr. Julian, doing good. The studio where we first started at, that was in a warehouse, Circle House, is the world's greatest studio in America. They doing good. But you ain't never gonna hear me talk about that. A boss brings people up. You gotta wear it on your shoulder. You gotta go do an interview talking about you a boss. Oh, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. What boss? And all my bitches are boss. Is that what we're supposed to sign up to as black men right now? I ain't signing up to that. We ain't doing that. Can't sign up to that. I mean, hey, look, the BBLs and all that is one, to each his own. You love it and all that. But people, y'all go look at that show. Come back and tell me I can't do it under no circumstance. Here's something else that's very alarming.
It's all so strategic, right? Because it's
no, I'm sorry.
President Charlie Baker released a path forward letter to schools, and it includes some interesting NIL information. Some of the potential NIL regulation changes include having service providers in the NIL space register, as well as having standardized contracts for athletes and creating more transparency for the student athletes when it comes to deals. Despite all this, Charlie Baker did call upon Congress asking for a federal NIL bill because he needs help stabilizing college sports. Do you see the government?
As D was talking, that came to me. Again, what did I say earlier? It's going to fall into the hands of Congress. The president of the NCAA is asking Congress. So now explain to me who in Congress understands NIL. Who in Congress understands football? 90% of the congressmen and congresswomen are 80-year-old people. They're going to get the information. They're going to bring, like you say, people like Nick Saban and other people up to Congress to then have a conversation with them. They're going to speak from one perspective and not the entire perspective. Yes, do there needs to be a standardized contract for all? Yes. Do everybody need to use it? Yes. But as you can see, the NCAA president has no idea what he's going to do and how he's going to regulate it. So he's going to the federal government to ask Congress because it will go back. It's a lawsuit waiting to happen. It's going to fall into antitrust. It's going to fall into, you name it. Labor laws violated. That's how we got here, to name, image, and likeness. Because of lawsuits. I want all the kids to get paid. I don't want them to be misrepresented. In the state of Florida right now, they have NIL. A kid on his football team has to report, baseball or whatever it may be. If they're receiving NIL money, they got to report it to the state that they receive NIL money. There's no regulations, no contract. Just report it to the school report it to the state, and you're good. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, that is for another day. Today is all about the U, Ohio State Buckeyes. We're going to whoop your ass like you stole something. And I'll be back on here tomorrow for another special edition of this show to talk to y'all and to glow and to stand up here with my chest. But this is my last show for the year. I hope you all had a great time. We're going to have more shows next year. Remember, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on all of my platforms on Facebook. Yours truly, Uncle Luke, Facebook fan page. I want you to go over there. And if you're a Facebook fan, go over there and follow me over there. Twitter, X, I'm on there, Uncle Luke Real One. On Instagram, I'm Uncle Luke Real One on Instagram. And on YouTube, where I really hang out, is Uncle Luke TV. So, again, this year is over. I hope you guys had a great year. I hope you plan everything that you're going to do for the new year, because this is the most important time to make your plans and preparations for the new year. And I hope you had a great year last year. I hope your family is safe. I hope your holidays were great. Until tomorrow in 2026, adios amigos. And like Walter Cronkite always said back in the days, may the good news be yours.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Come wish God bring that Uncle Luke back.